Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Vanessa, and today I'm going to be sharing my skincare routine with you. I've been using this current routine for about a month, and I found that it's really helpful. I just started getting into using a specific routine, so it's kind of my first go at a whole skincare regimen thing. To give you some background on my skin, I do have psoriatic arthritis, which is an autoimmune disease. It affects the joints as well as the skin. Thankfully, I don't have a lot of psoriasis on my skin. I have a little bit in my scalp and on my eyebrows, and I do have dry skin overall. So, a lot of my products are moisturizing and good for people who suffer with dry skin. So I'm going to get right into it. I have quite a few products here, so I'm going to go through them quickly and just give you the basics on what they do and how they've helped me. And yeah, so I'm going to start out with just a couple of the things I use on my body because I only have a few that I use on my whole body that keep it hydrated and have worked well for me. So the first thing that I use is the Olay Ultra Moisture Shea Butter Body Wash. And it does a good job of cleaning the skin without leaving it feeling like it's dry or stripped of any of the oils. But it also does a good job of making sure it's clean. So it's nice to have for dry skin, anyone who suffers with that. The next one thing I use on my body is the CeraVe Moisturizing Cream. And this is just a kind of a normal body cream. It has ceramides in it, which help keep the skin barrier intact and help with, of course, moisture as well. I'll move on now to what I use on my face. So for cleanser, lately I have been using GlamGlow. It is the Gentlebubble Daily Conditioning Cleanser. And this is the same as like with the body wash. It keeps my, gets my face clean, but doesn't strip it from the moisture that's in it. So that's been a really nice one. I got it in my BoxyCharm actually. So it's not one I purchased myself. It might be something I go back to, but this is another one that I use, which is the Hydrating Facial Cleanser from CeraVe as well, and has the ceramides in it along with hyaluronic acid. So that's probably the one that I'll be continuing using after I'm finished with the GlamGlow. Something that I use for in the morning, because I don't do a full cleanse in the morning, because I've cleansed the night before, so there's not really anything on my face. So I use the Hydrating Micellar water by CeraVe. And this has, as well as all the other CeraVe products, a lot of good hydrating products for the skin that don't have any extra fragrance or any extra things that could irritate the skin. They're all hydrating and keep your, from losing any moisture or anything like that. So this is a micellar water that you can just put on a cotton pad, take off any of the dirt that you may have got overnight, any of the oils. They did reformulate it, and I haven't used the newer version. I think they took one of the ingredients for the hyaluronic acid out, so I'm not sure how that will work, but it's really helpful in cleansing and not stripping and not leaving kind of any residue on your skin, so you can just go throughout the day and go on with the rest of your skincare. One thing I forgot to mention that I use for my makeup remover is the Neutrogena makeup remover cleansing towelettes. So these are just your basic makeup removers, and they do have oils in it to help get rid of waterproof makeup. So I do cleanse afterwards so that I don't have any kind of residue from the wipes left on my face. And then going on to some things I use just not on the daily, but just use it when I feel like I need to use it or when I want to. As for acne, when I get hormonal acne around my jawline, and then sometimes just your random breakouts that you get for whatever reason. I use the Clean and Clear Advantage Spot Treatment, which has 2% salicylic acid in it. It works really well if I catch it or if I put it on right when I've first seen the acne spot. So if I've had the pimple forming for a while, then it'll kind of reduce the size a little bit, but it won't really get rid of it because it's already formed fully. So you kind of have to catch it when it's first coming on, and then it'll attack it and get rid of that. As for kind of like when I'm feeling fancy kind of treatment things, I do use the Haruharu Wonder Maqui Berry Antioxidant Mask. So it is a sheet mask that you just put on. It has a lot of serums in it, like niacinamide, which I'll go over in a minute, and has some peptides and just hyaluronic acid, things to moisturize your face. So it's very helpful in that regard, so that it keeps my skin moisturized, and I can use it instead of my serums if I am using that, and then just put on my facial moisturizer afterwards. Another thing that I use when I'm needing to exfoliate is the L'Oreal Pure Sugar. It is a sugar and coffee scrub. So actually it smells amazing. It smells like kind of like a mocha. So it's really nice to use in the shower. It kind of wakes you up. It is a physical exfoliant though, which can cause some issues if you get micro tears. That can cause some breakouts and stuff like that. So you have to be extra gentle with any kind of physical exfoliant. So anything that has like roughness to it that's trying to get off the dead skin. So those are some of the kind of, self-care treatment things that I use. And then as for like every day, after I cleanse my face, then I have some serums that I use. And one of the ones that I've been using is the Ordinary Buffet. And it is a multi-technology peptide serum. And what it does is it just kind of helps keep your skin plump, helps with any fine lines. I'm getting wrinkles kind of a little bit in my forehead, and of course around your eyes is the first place you get it. So that's helped in reducing the appearance of those. And then the other serum that I use is the Niacinamide 10% with Zinc 1%. And niacinamide is in a lot of skincare products. It's helpful in just keeping oil production down so that for those who are oily, they're not overproducing oil. It also helps with brightening, fine lines and wrinkles. It's just overall a really good thing to have in your skincare to just even out your whole skin tone. It helps with moisture as well. It just does a whole bunch of stuff. One other thing that I was using that I'm not using at the moment is pure Rosehip seed oil. This is from Life-flo. The reason I'm not using it right now is I found that it's a little too heavy. It was clogging some of my pores a bit. So right now I just use it kind of as a spot treatment. It helps with acne scarring. So I use that anywhere where I've had acne that's healing. I'll use it on there, and it helps make it heal quicker and brighten up the area faster. For moisturizer, after I use the serums, I'm using the Drunk Elephant Protini Peptide Cream. This is actually a sample that I got from Sephora for a birthday gift thing. So it just is a normal, kind of more on like the gel side of cream. It's not a gel, but it's a thinner cream. So I'll probably switch it up when it gets cooler to something that's a little more moisturizing. I wouldn't buy Drunk Elephant just because they're super expensive, so it's not really budget friendly, but I know that a lot of people love that, and they are good because they are a clean brand, so they leave out, all the extra fragrance or anything that could be irritating to the skin. So I really enjoyed it. But again, not budget friendly. So I know there's other things out there that would work as well as that. Next thing I use is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer SPF. And this is 100 plus because I'm super pale. I actually use this on my whole body and my face as well. I have been looking to try and get a different facial SPF just because that one's not the best feeling on my skin, so I just like something that's formulated more to use on your face. I'm sure that one's fine and it's good when I'm out in the sun all day, but for something that's like an everyday, I don't need 100 SPF just lounging around the house and all of that. Yeah, so that is it for my face skincare. I do have a couple lip things that I use. So I use this Aquaphor Advanced Therapy Healing Ointment. And this I use at night on my lips to help them from getting chapped. I do live in Oregon, so it's a cooler climate most of the time and tend to get chapped lips pretty easily. So this has helped wonders in, I put it on at night and then my lips are moisturized usually throughout the day. They might get a little chapped later in the evening. And then another thing that I use when I don't need quite as heavy of a lip balm, I use the Nivea Smothness. And this has SPF 15 in it, so this is good if you're going outside to keep your lips protected as well, because they can actually also get burned and they get chapped, and so it's good to keep those protected from the sun as well. And yeah, that is my whole skincare routine. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and maybe found some products that you might be helpful for you. If there's ones that you think would be a good addition or substitution to anything that I'm using, I'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you later.